How you doing? I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery, and today I'm going to be talking about quitting alcohol for spiritual reasons. Before I go on, I just want to point out that I'm not necessarily talking about religion when I talk about spiritual reasons, although for you that can mean that, but for me it doesn't. For me personally, it means the thing or things in your life that elevate you above the day-to-day mundane stuff, the day-to-day just being on the planet. For me, a lot of the time it's just meditation or yoga. I'm finding a lot of spirituality in my yoga practice. For some people it's going to be religion, it's going to be to do with God. For me, getting out onto walks like this and just being in nature and communicating with people, that's a form of spirituality that I really like. That I get a lot out of. Another one is just staring up into the night sky and looking at the stars and thinking, well, there must be something out there. And all those insignificant thoughts that we're insignificant beings. I don't think that. I think we're just as significant as anything else. But that's my idea of spirituality anyway. Another thing is that the word spiritual and inspiration are derived from sort of the same fundamental words, and you can find a lot of spirituality in just being inspired to do things. And I think you find a lot of inspiration when you quit alcohol and you're able to think more clearly about your future and about your family and all the great things in your life. You're inspired and spiritual at the same time, sort of thing. I can't really tell you much about this. I think it's an intensely personal and subjective experience, and everyone's going to have different views on the spiritual elements of themselves. But I definitely think that when you do quit drinking, you have the opportunity to become a more spiritual person. I've spent my whole life without spirituality. I stopped sort of believing in my church when I was very young, and I really haven't ever got back into it. And I feel very bad about that. You feel sort of empty. So I'm glad that I'm finding different things within myself now that are that I can call spiritual, and I'm just hoping that I can grow that way, because I think everyone needs it. And I know one thing, that there's definitely no spirituality in drinking. One of the other aspects of quitting drinking is that you become less selfish, and you become more spiritual because of that. I mean, addiction and drinking, all addictions are very selfish in their nature, because all you're thinking about is how you're going to get your next fix, for a better word. And that's a very selfish way of looking at things, isn't it? When you do quit drinking, like I say, you've got a huge hole in your life, and you have the opportunity to fill that hole with a lot of spiritual thoughts. So that's about it for that. I'm Kevin O'Hara for Alcohol Mastery. Until next time, onwards and upwards.